Bro, I'm gonna have to lock in with my wolves. You, come here. Actually lock in. Finally. Although, like, I mean, Vanta built this machine, but I don't know fully how it works. Oh. Oh no. Bro, yep. I've just, okay, man. Alright, but, alright, there we go. Make them all sit. You all get up, be free. You. Wait, hold on. If I go over here, they don't teleport. Let me test the limits real quick. Alright, you sit, you stay seated, you stay seated as well. Any other walking wolf that isn't in the machine may stay seated. Alright, but I'm gonna test the limits of the teleportation real quick. I figured as much. Alright, wait, so there are there are four. Strength, speed, fire res, but also regen, right? How does this design work? I have a separate idea. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, the machine is unloaded? You, stay. No. None of you are going in the machine anymore. Alright, so I wonder, how can I reverse engineer this machine to make it work the way I kind of want it to? I somehow need this one to move. So maybe, hold on, I'm gonna experiment a little. I'm gonna experiment with this a little bit. does it work the way I want it to, if possible? Alright, so first one How are there two of these guys? Are we serious? Bro! Alright, well, lock in. Redstone materials. We have piston there. I hope this works the way I think it does. Oh. Oh, this isn't going well for me. What if I just expanded the ring itself? Alright. What if I do something like I really don't expect this to work, but I mean, it probably should, right? I want to test the limits of this exactly. Alright, everyone that's on the machine. It's time for you guys to get off. I hope this works. And now I think there is some space underneath. Because if I break this... Okay, bro. I think it should still work. Oh yeah, I see the problem. Alright, I see the problem. Okay, but I somehow have to find a way to make this version of the machine work as I intended. Redstone has a signal strength of 15 at maximum, so... But somehow this works. Alright, just barely. Alright, so... How will this work? Alright, now somehow I need this a piston to retract it. Maybe something like this could... Somehow I feel like this isn't gonna work. Alright, let me test this. Oh. Are we serious right now? Alright, but, bruh. I'm not dealing with this anymore. Alright, maybe, the problem is... Wait a minute, I want to test something. Hold on. Any dispensers? I think we should still have dispensers. Yeah, we have 7, good enough. Alright, I want to test something. Will a repeater... Where'd my repeater go? Okay. I want to test something. Will a repeater still work if it's above? Yeah, we still have 3 observers, good enough. Alright, but, okay, maybe not like this, but hold on. Alright, this kind of has to work. Oh wait, no, it still works the same. It's just the sound that's throwing me off. Alright, now I have a vague idea. How can... Wait, can I not just use slime? Does that work? Does slime work in this situation? Like, but my one concern about using slime is, like, doesn't it, like, just, doesn't it pull everything with it? So, like, I mean, if I'm putting this directly underneath the dispenser, then surely... No way. No way, this actually works. Oh. Oh, nice. The vines actually grew. Let's go. Honestly, I want to test if this actually works. So I'm gonna put myself in the machine and see. Okay, well, I mean, bet it works, but I'm gonna try the same thing without the trapdoor. It's kind of annoying. I'm gonna manage somehow. Yeah, it works. Just don't need the trapdoor. And since wolves have a hitbox of at least one block, they should be able to survive in a like as a slab. Alright, now that that's done, I have to just set up the repeater and test if it works that way. I want it to be slower. Maybe... Oh wait, no, hold on. I wanna test something real quick. What if I replace this with the repeater and then set it like that? Will it work? Okay, it doesn't. Okay, never mind, it does. But just... Did it just cut? Oh. Yeah, this will definitely work, to be fair. Yeah, this is definitely going to work, like 100%. I mean, this should work, right? I mean, that way I can still use... I mean, should work. Yeah. I mean, it's simple. Alright then. Well. Okay, so... I did it. I successfully made my version of the machine. A honeycomb? How did they get a honeycomb? Oh wait, they're already waxed. Oh. Okay, well. Alright. Well. We did it. We successfully rewired the machine. Alright, bruh. Um... my inventory. I'll only need strength and fire res realistically. Alright, 5 times 8, 40. I need 40, 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. Okay, well, I mean, could have always been worse. Here, and I had a fishing rod. Here. Alright, is it a 4 durability yet? 7. 5. Should be it. Yep, 3. Alright, bet. Now, I can just rename this. How do I make an item frame? I need a leather and a couple sticks. Alright, bet. Leather and 8 sticks. Well, we have 6. Brother, how do we not have... Okay. Well, now, I think that's how you craft a fishing rod, right? Alright, I'm gonna rename this one to Stasis. Damaged anvil. Bruh. Yep. Alright. And now I just get my fire res back. Wait, no, not fire res, it's golden carrots, I bet. I get that back. And I'm all set for PvP. Alright. That's just great. How is it that I don't have Unbreaking 3 on any of these? Well, that'll be